Hello everyone and welcome back to the League's OSAAT. In the last episode we just got ourselves 99 agility, and in this episode I'm going to be smashing out 99 magic. As always, a massive thank you to my channel members. You guys are awesome. You can see those in the comments, and if you're not subscribed yet or you're not following my socials, then get those followed and subscribed. So let's get straight into magic. I've come to Perfidious to the rune shop because it does have most of the runes that I need. Unfortunately, it looks like the runes that I really want to buy don't reset when you leave the shop, so I'm gonna have to hop worlds. But yeah, because of the arcane conduit fragment, I'm not gonna need many of these runes because it saves 90% of the runes, so I'll probably hardly use any. Okay, that should be enough. Didn't get as many lore runes as I'd like, but hopefully that should be enough to last us the rest of the leagues, and I think everything else is fine and dandy. So the overall plan for magic is to basically go to the library, get myself a high enough level to go to the high alchemy room in MTA, and then I'm going to grind out MTA for a little while, and then we'll see what our plan of action is after then. So we are here at the beautiful Arceus library. I've spent many hours in here and I'm about to spend quite a few hours more, hopefully not too many. If you guys have never done Arceus library, make sure you do it on Runelight, because without Runelight it would be probably the worst thing in the game ever, and it would not be a viable method for training at all unless you had a Runelight. So that's all the books collected. Let's see what book they need. Hopefully I've got it. Lovely, that's the first book turned in at the library, and then typically the next person that I ask wants the exact same book as the last one. This is probably going to be a recurring theme and I'm not looking forward to it. Okay, let's start turning in some of these books and let's see how many levels we get with these 6 books. Boom, there it is, straight up to level 23 magic after 6 books. Very nice. So as you can see in the chat, I am now level 34 magic, and just to speed this up a bit, what I'm going to do is use low alch spell, because obviously the arcane conduit fragment means that I'll hardly use any runes. And I've just looked through the bank and the only thing I've really got to alch is limpworts. I've got far too many of these, so I'm going to just alch these whilst I'm at the library, and I'm also going to alch whilst I'm running around so I can get XP constantly. But yeah, 372 XP per low alch is actually pretty decent. It's actually pretty ridiculous. It's only about 10 to 15 low alchs per level. But there is level 43 magic. We can now use superheat. Normally that would be a pretty good spell, but I've heard that mining and smithing is pretty ridiculous on this leagues. I've heard that you basically mine steel bars from iron, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be pretty interesting. There is level 50 magic. We're flying through this. As you can see, we're getting about 480k XP an hour and we're only level 50. And we've also got ourselves a fragment, enchanted jeweler, and it looks like we've also got enough fragments to get the last recall set effect. What enchanted jeweler does is allows you to enchant up to 25 pieces of jewelry in one click, which is pretty good. And also the last recall set effect, if you don't know what that is, you basically teleport back to where you just were, so you can teleport back to boss rooms, teleport back to anywhere, and it's pretty OP. So I'm glad I've got that one. So we've got quite a few books here. Let's turn them all in, and looks like we've got ourselves a fragment, and we're also level 55 magic. Very nice. Let's see what this fragment is. Alchemaniac, very nice. What Alchemaniac does is basically at max level you alch stuff for 150% of its alch value, so that's going to be really good for making money later in the account. But now that we are level 55, what I'm going to do is go on a farm run, and then I'm going to get my ass over to the mage training arena, or should I say the prison, and we're going to do the high alchemy room, and we'll see how much XP an hour that is compared to the library. Right, we are here at the mage training prison. If you guys have not watched my OSAAT normal series, I basically spent about 6 weeks in this place just in the enchantment room to get 99 magic, and it was hell on earth.
Oh my gosh, what do I do?
So I'm really not looking forward to coming back here, but hopefully we don't have to spend too long here. I'm just going to test out the high alchemy room and see how fast the XP is. When I was doing it on the normal account, it was about 120k XP an hour, which is pretty decent. So I'm expecting at least over a mil an hour here, but we will see. Okay, so that's a short stint done. It looks like we're getting about 850k XP an hour just from high alching. But with the boost from the room, we get about 1.5 mil XP an hour. So yeah, I'm expecting that to average out at about 1.4, 1.3 mil an hour, which is pretty good. Like a fool, I forgot to have Mother's Magic Fossil on. What this one's going to do is basically give me 3 times as many points, so I definitely want this one on for the future. Right, so the next room that's up is the Graveyard Room. This room is by far the worst room, and I absolutely hate it, but hopefully with the Mother's Magic Fossil, we won't have to be in here for too long. What I'm aiming for at the moment is the Magic Wand, because I will definitely be using that further down the road. I might get Bones to Peaches, but I don't know if my soul can take it. Okay, that's the first stint of the Graveyard Room done. We've got ourselves 200 points. We do need quite a few more for the Magic Wand. The Master One, sorry, but I've not got it in me to carry on doing this, so let's leave. Okay, that is almost a full cash stack traded in. Let's see how much XP we get. There we go, 251,000 magic XP in one hit. Very nice. We are now level 72 magic. So I've done quite a lot of the High Alchemy room. I'm going to move on to the Enchant room. Another great reason to have the Tome of Water is that I can infinitely cast the Dragonstone enchant, which is a very good way to train magic for free, basically. And then finally, as you all know, we've got the Telekinesis room. This room's just a bit of a slow grind, but it's not too difficult. But yeah, again, just like the Graveyard room, it's not very fun. In fact, just like all the rooms, they're all a bit shit. So I'm kind of burning out at the Mage Training Arena, so what I'm going to do is just get some tasks done, and I'll bring you guys back once I've finished quite a few tasks. So as you can see, we're now level 77 magic, and if you can see in the chat box, there is something that completely changed my route for leagues. You can only use Lunas if you've got 65 magic and 40 defense. I was banking on being able to use Lunas without the defense level. As long as the quest's unlocked, I thought I could use it, but obviously not. Jamflex is always one step ahead. The main reason why I want to use Lunas is for the crafting grind, because basically without Lunas, I'm going to have to think of a very weird new way to get 99 crafting, which I really don't want to do, and I don't want to be cooking all the seaweed into soda ash and then smelting it in a furnace. That's just going to take far too long. So I'm going to have to think of a way to get defense to level 99 before I do crafting, which will be interesting, but I'll get back to you guys on that one. There is level 79 magic. As you can see at the library, we're getting about 2 million XP an hour, so this is actually quite a lot better than the High Alchemy room, which I did not expect. So I am considering doing this all the way to level 99, but we'll see. And there is level 82 magic. We're flying up in the progress for magic, but I think I'm going to call it here for a day, and then we'll crack on with tomorrow and hopefully get 99. There is level 85 magic. I've decided that it's probably best just to stay at Arceus Library until 99. If I put a lot of effort in, I'm getting about 2.5 million XP an hour, which is pretty decent. And it's going to be less click intensive than doing the High Alchemy room. And at the moment, without protection prayers, I can't really think of any better way to train magic. So we're here at Ferox Enclave. We are now 97 magic. We're nearly 98. I have just been AFKing and splashing on the rats at Ferox Enclave. We're getting about 150k XP an hour, which is decent in the normal game, but it's trash in leagues. But yeah, I had to go do stuff IRL, so I thought I'd splash. So just before the update kicks in, I'm going to get this rat in the right spot, and then I'm just going to cast quite a few spells and complete tasks along the way. Most of the spells are on Ancient. So there's Ice Barrage, and then there's Shadow Barrage, and I think there's Ice Splits and Blood Blitz. Do you know what? I'm just going to cast loads of them and see where it goes. So yeah, there it is. I think that's all the spells I can cast at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to get my ass back to the library and finish off this 99. But first of all, I need to get rid of this rat. Just before we go back to the library, I'm going to finish off these grapes. I needed about 500 more, so I'll probably get that easily here. And then what I'm going to do with the rest of the grapes, if you didn't know, you can get a blessing from the Thai farm called Bolliger's Blessing. And basically what that does is turns the grapes into Zamorak grapes. And you can use those to make Zamorak wines, which I will be using for 99 Herbalore. So I'll be doing that when I get on the prayer grind. Okay, so there is level 98 magic. As you can see, we're getting about 950k XP just high alkin, which is pretty decent. So what I'm going to do after this update for level 98 to 99, I'm going to go hard at the library and I'm going to see what XP rates we can get at the library. Okay, so the update has been through. A nice wilderness update, which is pretty good. It's about time the wilderness got some attention. I've just reset the XP tracker and I'll let you guys know how much XP we're getting. And I'm also going to high alk whilst I'm doing it, so hopefully we'll get some decent XP. So there it is. We'll probably trade this book in and then we'll use these books and we will have 99. There it is, guys. Level 99 magic has been achieved. That is the 5th one down. As you can see, we're getting about 2.5 million XP an hour, which is pretty good. And what I'm going to do now is get ready for the next 99, which is going to be a pretty quick one. So as always, guys, if you like the content, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. And if you're interested in me traveling, which I'm doing right now, hit me up on those socials. And hopefully I will see you all in the next episode.